Hi Lydia, hope you're well. Just going to go through your maths for today. So we're looking at this page 27 and we're looking at the hexagon. So a hexagon is any shape with 6 sides. These are irregular hexagons because their sides are not all the same length. So I want you to skip on down to question 3 for me. And we're going to look at a regular hexagon. So with all its sides the same length. So in this question it says how many pairs of sides are parallel? So parallel lines are 2 lines that are opposite each other and are straight, and they can carry on forever, if you could imagine drawing them, and they are never going to meet. Okay, so they stay the same distance apart from each other the whole way. So they can go vertically, up and down, horizontally, or diagonally. Mine aren't very straight because I don't have a ruler, but parallel lines are very straight. So we have to see how many pairs of sides are parallel in the hexagon. So I'm going to draw the parallel lines for you and you can count them then. So we have this line and this line is a diagonal parallel lines. Okay, so if they kept going on forever and ever, they would just keep going the same direction and never meet. Okay, because they're directly opposite each other. Okay, so that's one pair, number 6 and number 3. I'm going to clear that now and I'm going to show you another pair. Okay, going in the opposite diagonal direction, we have this line and this line. So number 2 and number 5 are parallel lines because they would keep going and going if you were to do them straight with a ruler and continue on and never meet, okay, because they're opposite each other. So that's the second pair. And then the final pair of parallel lines are number 1 and number 4. Okay, so on top and bottom, they're horizontal, they're going across, and they will carry on and stay going the same direction and never meet. Okay, so there are 3 pairs of parallel lines, 1 and 4, 6 and 3, and 2 and 5. Okay, so that's question A and B. And then C is draw as many lines of symmetry as you can on the hexagon. And then it wants to know how many did you draw. You need to use a ruler for this. So remember, lines of symmetry must go through the middle, and both sides then must be identical on either side. They must fit into each other and be the same. If you were to fold it down your line of symmetry, both sides would fold into each other. So you would have vertical lines, much straighter than mine because you'll be using a ruler, a horizontal line, and in a hexagon you'll have diagonal lines as well. Okay, I'm not going to show you them all. Okay, that's you do much straighter with your ruler. Hard to do it on the computer. Okay, so you need to count up how many diagonal how many lines of symmetry you can draw all together. So that's that page. Okay, I also want you to do question 1 on page 30. So we're talking about tessellating shapes. That's when you make a pattern with shapes and you don't have any spaces or gaps. Okay, so that's when it tessellates. So you might have tiles on the ground in your house of one shape, all joined together with no gaps. So we can do this with square tiles, with rectangle tiles like this brick wall in D. But some shapes do not tessellate. If you lie them down in a row next to each other, they leave gaps. So this first shape here, it does a tessellate. These diamonds, they fit perfectly into each other, and you could keep going and make a lovely pattern with no gaps or spaces. So they do tessellate. But here in B, you see these semicircles, trying to make a pattern with them, but because they're a curved shape, they leave a little gap in between, a bit of a space, so they do not tessellate. They cannot fit perfectly into each other. Okay, so you keep going like that and tick the boxes that tessellates, the ones that fit in together with no gaps, and an X on the shapes that do not tessellate. And if you like, you can do question 2, but you don't have to. It's just finishing the pattern. Okay, so they're using making tessellating patterns. So they're just, you pick different colors and color 3 straight boxes. And you can go whatever way you want to continue on the pattern, if you'd like. Just show you there, maybe there, those 3. Your coloring will be much nicer, of course. Something like that. Okay, it all fit in, and there'll be no spaces. Or if you're doing this one, you'll be going a different direction, like they have done there. And maybe blue. And continuing on a pattern. Okay, so enjoy, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.